Look who it is, back on SportsCenter, back on Off the Top Rope. He made a surprise return to the surprise of pretty much everybody. Seth Rollins, welcome back. How are you, sir?
Thank you very much. Miss me, Coach?
I'm not going to get sucked into what you did last night on Raw. What I will ask you, though, is how did that crowd reaction feel Sunday night when you made your unexpected return?
Oh, man, it was wild. 7 months almost. I've been waiting on the sidelines for that moment. I talked about on Raw how I literally envisioned it since the moment I got hurt. So to be able to come back, step foot back in the WWE ring and make an impact right off the get-go, it was special, man. Very surreal to hear the crowd kind of react to me that way. It was a very nice moment for me.
You mentioned the word moment. Let's go back to that moment 6-7 months ago. In Ireland, you tear your ACL and MCL at the same time. Did you know at that moment it would be this bad?
No, to be honest with you, as an athlete, you're in the heat of the moment. There's so much adrenaline going on. It didn't feel, there wasn't a lot of pain. The sensation was quick, and I had a match to finish. I had a title to defend. So, I had to get up, had to finish the match, had to beat Kane, had to defend my title and get to the next town. It wasn't until I got the results back from the MRI, where the doctor said, hey, you're not getting in the ring for a while, kid, that I had to, kind of accept the realization that it was going to be a process.
Yeah, but this injury is no joke. I mean, most athletes, it's 9 to 12 months minimum. Take me through the rehab process to get back this quickly.
I mean, it was just for me. I'm a very goal-oriented person. They gave me 6 to 9 to 12 months, depending on the severity. When they got in there, I had incredible surgeons in Birmingham, Dr. Dugas, rehab down there with Kevin Wilk, and they're the best in the business. They did a tremendous job, not only with the surgery, but with the rehab after, and really pushing me and letting me push myself because, there's no rules for rehab. It's all about how hard you want to push yourself. So I was doing 2-a-days every day. I wanted to make it back as soon as possible, man. I just missed being out in front of that crowd so much, and I had to. I don't know what else to do besides work my butt off,
The video that we just saw while you were talking is amazing, what you had to go through. What's been the biggest challenge throughout this whole process?
It was really an emotional challenge for me to accept the fact that I was going to miss WrestleMania. Biggest WrestleMania in the history of the company. From the moment I got hurt, I knew that it was kind of going to be out of the question for me to return that soon. And just knowing that I put so much work in throughout the year, 8 months with that title, everything I had done night after night, and knowing that I was going to miss WrestleMania and not be there for that was... that broke my heart. That was really, really hard to come to terms with. Something I'm going to have to, take some time to get over. But here we are. We're back at it, rocking and rolling again. So I'm trying not to dwell on all that.
There is competition at the top. That's where you were when you got hurt. AJ Styles was not here when you got hurt. The main event status is always evolving. Do you feel pressure now that you are back to be at that level very, very quickly?
Yeah, I guess there is, a level of pressure involved with, being at the top and having that top spot. But it's not something that I'm unfamiliar with. I'm accustomed to it. It's where I thrive. It's where I do my best work. So, I mean, all I got to do is put in the time, be me, and I think the chips will fall where they may, and I'll be right back where I need to.
You mentioned WrestleMania, and that was kind of the night that many of the NXT superstars came up to the main roster. They were involved. You weren't. You were the first ever NXT champion. How do you feel about the new era of those guys now being on the main roster now that you're back?
I love it. I love it. I love all the new additions to the roster. I think it's great. I'm of the opinion that iron sharpens iron, and having guys who are hungry and clawing and scratching, wanting to get to the top, that's only going to push me. That's only going to push all the other superstars on the roster, and it's only going to make everybody better and make, the WWE universe, give them another reason to tune in every week. So for me, I love it. I'm super stoked to see all the talent on board. I can't wait to get back in the ring, have matches with these guys that I haven't been in the ring with for a long time or never, So it's only going to make things better for everybody involved.
Okay, so tell me which superstar you're most looking forward to getting in the ring with.
Whew, man, I mean, you got Apollo Crews, you got Sami Zayn. For me, I think AJ Styles. I've wrestled AJ one time 10 years ago in a very small guard armory in Muscatine, Iowa, in front of a very small crowd. So it would be nice for that to come full circle, and hopefully AJ and I can have a series of some good matches in front of crowds that are a little bit bigger than that. But he's always been an idol of mine, someone who I've patterned myself after. It would be pretty killer for Seth Rollins and AJ Styles to lock it up one more time.
I think there's a lot of fans out there that would love to see that match more than once. But you know, if that match happens, you're going to have to be 100%. Are you cautious at all that maybe that knee is not 100% right now?
No, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could get in and hang with the best. From day one, I wanted to get back as soon as I could, but also I wanted to make sure that I could perform at the level that meets and/or exceeds the expectations. I put in a lot of work before this moment, that moment on Sunday at Extreme Rules and Monday on Raw, and I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be ready to go if I wasn't 100% positive that I could go out there and be better than the Seth Rollins there was before.
I'll tell you what, on behalf of everybody in the WWE universe and fans around the world, we're excited to have you back. We can't see you back in the main events. And by the way, happy birthday this weekend, Seth.
Don't mention that, all right? Please keep that on the low, Coach. This is my big 3-0, man. I'm living my last week in my 20s right now. I'm starting to panic a little bit.
You're living on the end of a lightning bolt, as my partner likes to say, Max Bretos. Seth Rollins, thank you, sir. Great to have you back on SportsCenter.